Did you know South Korea's birth rate is now the lowest in the world? Just 0.72 children per woman? That's not just low, that's population collapse territory. So, what happens if this trend continues? We ran a 100-year simulation to see what Korea's future might look like, and how it compares to Japan, which also has a shrinking population, but with a slightly higher birth rate. Let's start with the numbers. In 2025, South Korea has around 51 million people. Japan? About 123 million. But here's the catch. Korea's fertility rate is just 0.72, while Japan's is around 1.26. For reference, the replacement level, the number of children needed to keep a population stable, is 2.1. In our simulation, we assumed no major migration, stable mortality, and that about 25% of the population are women of childbearing age. We applied current birth and death trends for each year, all the way to 2125. The results? Japan's population stays relatively stable, hovering just under 130 million even after a century. Not growing but not collapsing either. Korea's population, however, drops from 51 million to just 34 million in the same period. That's a 33% decrease. This means fewer workers, more elderly citizens, and huge pressure on Korea's economy, pensions, and healthcare systems. Schools might shut down, towns could vanish, and competition to attract immigrants will become fierce. But why is Korea's birth rate so low? Experts blame high housing costs, intense work culture, long hours, expensive childcare, and a social pressure to choose between career and family, especially for women. Japan struggles with similar issues, but Korea's cultural and economic pressures are hitting even harder. Some governments are throwing money at the problem, cash bonuses for babies, parental leave, even dating support programs. But so far, none of it has worked. The truth is, once a country's birth rate drops below a certain point, it's almost impossible to reverse. South Korea may be facing not just a demographic dip, but a long, slow decline. So what do you think? Can Korea turn this around? Or are we watching a slow motion collapse? Hit like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.